Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. The Council returns from its summer recess on September 10th with a full agenda. And one of those items is a bill that's being introduced by Councilmember Mark Elridge to raise the minimum wage countywide. The measure calls for the minimum wage to be raised from $7.25 per hour to $12 per hour.
So I was concerned. I was a school teacher. I saw kids coming to school hungry. I saw, parents unable to be secure about being able to keep a roof over their head, people out working multiple jobs just to try to make ends meet. And it seemed to me that we really ought to raise the minimum wage.
Elridge says the county needs to be proactive in helping its residents earn enough money to have basic services. By raising the minimum wage, he says those folks living close to poverty have a better chance of becoming self-sufficient.
Montgomery County spends a lot of money on social services. Social services are a transfer to help people sustain themselves because they don't earn enough money. So we're feeding kids in school, we're providing housing subsidies, we're operating healthcare clinics, all because people don't earn wages that allow them to do this. So basically what companies have been able to do is offload the cost of a living wage onto the public. And because we're Montgomery County and we're decent people and we're not going to watch people be hungry, sick, and without health care, we pick up the tab. But we really shouldn't have to pick up the tab.
Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett has announced the expansion of the county's nationally recognized recycling program. What that means is that residents can now drop off a variety of newly added household items for recycling at the solid waste processing facility and transfer station. Included among the many bulk plastic items that can now be recycled are laundry baskets, dish strainers, toys, lawn furniture, waste baskets, clothes hangers, tote boxes, crates, large buckets, pet carriers, and garbage cans.
Montgomery County now is the leader in the state of Maryland in terms of recycling. It is also the leader in diversion of material that goes into our waste stream. I set a new goal. That goal is by 2020 of 70%. And that's a fairly ambitious goal, but one that I think is achievable.
The county's recycling facility is located at 16101 Frederick Road in Durwood. Residents may drop off materials using the car entrance off Route 355. Just follow the signs to the recycling unloading area. The hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 7 to 8, Saturday 7 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 5. For a complete list of both acceptable and unacceptable recyclable items, as well as a downloadable flyer, visit the Division of Solid Waste Services website at montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling. Just last week, we introduced you to Mary Hawkins Jones, who was named Most Hopeful Teacher in America. Well, this week, one of Jones' students, who is now a kindergarten teacher, got quite a surprise. MCPS TV has the story.
Ms. Ulrich, you are now a finalist for State Teacher of the Year. Yeah.
During an unannounced visit on Tuesday, September 3rd, Superintendent of Schools Joshua Starr surprised MCPS Teacher of the Year Christina Ulrich with the news that she is one of 7 finalists for the 2014 Maryland Teacher of the Year. Ms. Ulrich is a kindergarten teacher at Brookhaven Elementary School in Rockville.
So this is a way to start a morning, huh, boys and girls? I'm very surprised. I'm shocked. MCPS has just such great educators to be, named Teacher of the Year for MCPS. I just thought was enough, and just to be one of the finalists for Maryland Teacher of the Year is just over the top, I think. But I'm really excited to even be considered.
We just want our teachers to keep working hard and keep having fun, to be engaging our kids in high-level work and attending to their social emotional well-being and helping be great creative problem solvers and prepare them for their future. Christina is a great example of that, and we're just thrilled that she is one of the Maryland Teacher of the Year finalists.
Ms. Ulrich and the other finalists were selected by a panel of judges using a rigorous set of national teaching criteria. Oral interviews will be conducted with the finalists before a winner is named at the Teacher of the Year Gala on October 11th. Former principal Rob Grundy reflected on Ms. Ulrich's accomplishments.
Christina is an exceptional kindergarten teacher. It was my pleasure to work with her for 6 years here at Brookhaven. She's a real student of teaching. She delves into things. She's done her master's degree already. If there's something that comes up that she doesn't think she knows enough about, she'll research, she'll talk to her colleagues, and through that she grows as a teacher and the entire team grows with her.
She was the best teacher. She taught me how to write. Congratulations, Mrs. Ulrich.
Best wishes to you, Miss Ulrich. You are clearly a well-deserving finalist. The Maryland Hispanic Business Conference is considered the state's premier Hispanic business event, serving more than 40,000 Hispanic businesses in Maryland. This year's conference was held in Montgomery County and featured a variety of workshops, training, and business sessions focused on creating opportunities for area entrepreneurs. CCM's Alexandra Arata has more.
Montgomery County was the place where national and local authorities met with Latino business owners to celebrate the 12th Maryland Hispanic Business Conference.
Hispanic businesses are having an incredibly positive impact on the economic growth here in America. Our strength is our diversity. The Hispanic community has helped in so many different ways, including build a great economy.
Montgomery County is home to half of all the Latinos in the state of Maryland, and it's really fitting that we are hosting this conference here once again. And I would have to say that Latino women are leading the charge in creating small businesses at a much faster rate than any other segment. So we're really thrilled to be here to host this conference, and I'm really excited to also take part in it.
If you look at new business growth, the growth of Hispanic businesses is far above the national average in terms of growth of businesses.
We are 10% of Hispanic businesses in Montgomery County. We are 5% in Maryland, and we keep growing. And this is good for America and good for Hispanics in America.
I think the Hispanic businesses are going to have such a strong voice that not only are they going to individually grow, but we're going to see leadership pop up politically, regionally, and nationally.
The conference offered a wide variety of training sessions and promoted opportunities to build strong business relationships.
The best way to grow our business is to participate to these events. For my business, it has helped me tremendously. This is how I get to know and people get to know me. So I recommend people to come into these organizations and these events.
This conference had the purpose to create more opportunities not only for Hispanic business owners, but also for other businesses that want to reach out to the fast-growing Hispanic market. There are more than 40,000 Hispanic businesses in Maryland, half of them in Montgomery County, creating opportunities for all of us. I am Alexandra Arata for County Report This Week.
We have another exciting website to tell you about. The county has just launched its online innovation lab for civic improvement, where you can share ideas and learn firsthand about projects in the pipeline. Joining us with details is Dan Hoffman, who's the county's Chief Innovation Officer. Dan, what can you tell us about the site?
So we've got a new site up. It's Montgomery County md.gov/innovate. It's in essence a blog site. It's where you can submit ideas, get updates on current projects, and also interact with other residents. We're going to use that in conjunction with Engage Montgomery, which is our citizen idea portal. All of that's available through Montgomery County md.gov/innovate.
And can you give me some ideas on how the business community and residents can share ideas on this site?
We're looking for ideas really from all sources, nonprofits, residents, businesses, government employees. We're looking for ideas that we can test out in a measurable, iterative manner, ideas that can scale up so that we see some return on investment either through improved efficiency or effectiveness, and most importantly, ideas that are a little bit risky, a little bit experimental in nature. We've embraced the concept of a safe place to fail, and the idea behind that is if we're not failing from time to time, we're not trying hard enough. So if the idea meets all three of those criteria, then we'd be looking to put it in our pipeline.
Thank you. When we come back, we'll introduce you to a Montgomery County librarian and a professor who both attended the March on Washington in 1963 and in 2013. Then we'll take you to the AFI for a tribute to these veterans. Stay with us.
Are you sure they can recycle us, Clamshell?
Hey, Dome, we're on a new recycling postcard.
I can't wait to make a new start. Maybe I'll be a red carpet at a big premiere.
And I'll get to paint the White House.
Shh, here he comes.
Now you can recycle more plastics in Montgomery County, including #1 PET plastics such as clamshells, deli containers, trays, lids, domes, and cups.
We're in!
For more information on recycling, contact the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311. The wait is over. Recycle more plastics today.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. Last month marked the 50th anniversary of 1963's March on Washington. And as Steve Hauk reports, the impact of that event still resounds loudly today.
Montgomery College African American history professor Alonzo Smith was 20 years old and living in D.C. when the first March on Washington took place back in 1963. He's acutely aware of the march's huge importance in the history of civil rights.
1963 was a really kind of a turning point year in the whole civil rights movement, because it really marked a time when the civil rights movement was really thrust into national prominence.
Susan Andrews, a retired Montgomery County librarian who attended last week's 50th anniversary celebration of the march, participated in the 1963 march, also as a 20-year-old D.C. college student.
I was a student at then DC Teachers College, right, and which was on Howard University's campus, and so throngs of us came. We just came because Dr. King was going to be here and all of that, and it was awesome.
Professor Smith also attended some of last week's anniversary ceremonies and noticed a much wider cross-section of issues represented than just the civil rights focus of 1963.
There were groups of people who were talking about health care. That was another big thing. Health care as a basic right. There were people who were talking about same-sex marriage. There were people who were very much concerned with the war in the Middle East. There were people who were concerned about the environment. So there was a wider range of different kinds of issues, but they're all centered around a broader participatory society.
Both Susan Andrews and Professor Smith acknowledge that even though there is still work to be done, things have come a long way since the 1963 march. But for Professor Smith, it's most important to recognize how activism has played such an important role in the progress.
In congratulating ourselves on how far we've come, we recognize the value of activism and community organization, and we recognize the value of pushing. And the more you push, the better it gets.
For County Report This Week in Rockville, this is Steve Hauk.
The reality of war through the eyes of famed Tuskegee Airmen, Korean War servicemen, among other African American veterans, will live on in history thanks to a new documentary entitled Veterans of Color. MyMC Media's Tamika Smith reports.
Recognizing African American veterans' contributions to the wars of U.S. history is the aspiration behind a new documentary, The Veterans of Color. It's a part of a congressional effort to preserve and make personal accounts of American war veterans accessible. Stories the film's executive producer says are crucial to American history.
It's not history preaching. It's the individual stories of those veterans and what happened to them.
We got a hell of a reputation as a Ranger company during the Korean War. But after the war, man, like they say, forgotten war, they all forgot about it.
About 250 filmgoers attended the documentary screening at the AFI Theater in Silver Spring. It was part of a commemoration for the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Justice. Those are the issues Kathy Hughes says should not be a problem today.
It's terrible that individuals who sacrifice oftentimes their lives, their families, their future, come home and aren't able to find jobs, aren't able to get their benefits. As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the march, I did not want our listeners, our viewers, our web participants to forget that Dr. King was very supportive of the military personnel.
Joblessness among veterans is a concern that the Walmart company is addressing head-on. The giant retailer teamed up with Radio 1 to host this screening.
We really just wanted to make sure that as these veterans go out and fight for their country, that they don't have to come back and then fight for a job. And so the goal is to hire 100,000, and within the past few months, we've already hired 3,000. 1,000, including some that are coming from right here in the DMV.
This won't be the last time the documentary will be shown. A final copy shared with the National Archives will live on in history, past the men and women whose stories were shared. For County Report This Week, I'm Tamika Smith.
Joining us now in the studio is Corporal Rebecca Innocenti from the Montgomery County Police Department. Corporal, I understand the police department is preparing to welcome the community to an open house at the 1st District Station at headquarters later this month. What can you tell us about this event?
Sure. The Montgomery County Police Department and Montgomery County Fire and Rescue is hosting an open house at our new public safety headquarters on Saturday, September 21st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The new public safety headquarters is located at 100 Edison Park Drive in Gaithersburg. We have a lot of activities planned for this open house, both for children and adults. We'll have games, we'll have rides, we'll have a moon bounce and clowns. You'll be able to tour our crime lab at our 1st District Station. You also get to meet our canine officers and our canine dogs, as well as meet our SWAT officers and see some of the equipment that they use on a daily basis. So again, we have a lot of activities planned. If you'd like more information about our open house, please visit www.mymcpnews.com, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you so much. That sounds like a great day. These tough economic times have brought out the best in lots of citizens who are willing to lend an extra hand for nothing in return. In the county's Office of Consumer Protection, one man is part of a squad of volunteers who fight for truth and justice. And what started out as a job to occupy his free time has earned him national recognition.
David, talk a little bit about how you got involved in volunteering in the Consumer Protection Office.
Sure. About 3 years ago, I was looking for a new kind of volunteering to do, and I was looking for something that I could kind of dig my teeth into. I've got a legal degree. I practiced law for a very long time, and my wife did a little searching around for me, and she came across a posting from Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection that said that we're looking for volunteers.
So during your time here, what's the most memorable case that you've had the opportunity to work on?
One of my early ones, a vendor sold a couple a digital thermostat for $1,400 that I found on the internet for about $125. The guy that sold him the thermostat was a heating and air conditioning repairman, and took advantage of these folks. So we were able to get a $1,000 refund for those people. So that was an early victory that made me feel really good. Most frustrating ones are those guys who are slippery like that.
Because of the workload here is so incredibly immense, and we get somebody like David Lester who's got the skills to negotiate cases that I can't do. I mean, he just basically takes them over, and then, you know, he can turn sort of like loser cases into winners. Does it? He just turned in a whole bunch earlier today.
I have one case where they came in the house, they found mold, and then they told this older gentleman that if he didn't let them take care of the mold, they would have to report him to Montgomery County. He didn't know what to do, so he gave him money.
And I'm sure you get a lot of thanks from those folks who you save that money.
Absolutely, because most of the people that come to us, not all of them, but most of them really can't afford to throw their money away.
So this is Money Magazine, and in light of all of your hard work and volunteer efforts, they are recognizing you as one of their money heroes. Tell me about how that makes you feel.
Well, it was pretty cool. It's in a fairly widely circulated magazine. It was quite a shock and a very nice surprise.
Now, can your wife take credit for this, since she was the one who kind of pushed you in this direction?
She found this opportunity for me. I'm not sure I would have found it without her. And one of my friends made a very interesting point. He said, you know, hopefully there's 50 people around the country that read this and said, hey, maybe I'll volunteer and try and help people. And that would be very, very cool if it caused other people to jump in there and volunteer.
Still to come on County Report this week, we'll go shopping at some of our area's farmers markets.
I'm Rockville 11's Chris Pfeiffer. I'm going to tell you about a sport that's taking off in Rockville.
There's a reason why area law enforcement are out enforcing pedestrian and traffic safety laws and preventing killer pedestrian crashes. Be alert. Be street smart.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonya Burke. The City of Rockville's Sports Division offers a wide variety of sports for its residents. Athletes of any skill level can sign up for leagues in softball, volleyball, and many others. New from the division this fall is a sports league for badminton players. Rockville 11's Chris Pfeiffer has more.
So Rockville started a badminton league. Basically what happened was I played a lot of badminton when I was back in England, and I went to a drop-in program over at Thomas Farm, and they had like 40 or 50 people waiting to play on free courts. And then I hear it's the same at Twinbrook Community Centre. There just seems to be this big buzz about the sport of badminton.
Badminton is a sport in which many characteristics can be displayed, such as courtesy, friendly but unyielding competitiveness. Badminton is a sport in which age is no barrier, therefore men, women, and children have fun playing vigorously, learn to cooperate with those of less ability, learn to lose gracefully, and even more importantly, learn to win graciously.
Everybody in the U.S. think about it's a backyard sport. Actually, it's more than that. And right now, it's Olympic sport. You know, so many countries participate, everybody playing. So it's a pretty popular sport.
Well, it's like any activity. The more you sit on the sideline, the more intimidating it becomes. Like riding, you just have to get on the horse. Or like swimming, you just have to get in the water. For badminton, you can join in the drop-in sessions around the city of Rockville, and that welcomes all levels, beginning included.
I can tell you it's a lot harder than it looks, but badminton is just one more sport the Rockville Sports Program can add to its arsenal.
You know, there's so many different abilities that can enjoy the sport of badminton. We're trying to enhance that and incorporate all that and give everybody the opportunity to play badminton in a structured league.
Actually, this is the first time they're trying to organize a badminton league. We have it in California or the other state, but we never had it in this area. So we're pretty excited about this league. So it's the first time around here.
We're trying to just give everybody the opportunity to find their niche. Not everybody likes playing one type of sport, and so by bolting on as many different sports for adults and youth, we're giving the whole community the opportunity to participate.
For information on league play, contact the Sports Division at 240-314-8620.
September is Library Card Sign-Up Month, and Montgomery County Public Libraries encourage residents of all ages who don't have a card to stop by any library branch and sign up. Residents can also sign up at any one of the upcoming outreach events. As part of Library Card Month, Montgomery County Public Libraries are inviting residents to submit photos of either themselves with their library cards or just their library cards. On Twitter, tweet the picture with #LibraryCard and @MCPL_libraries. Or on MCPL's Facebook page, send the photo in a message. Each week during the summer and fall, the City of Rockville hosts 2 farmers markets that draw crowds of new and regular customers in search of farm-fresh fruits, vegetables, flowers, and more. Rockville 11 has the story.
We are here to shop at the farmers market.
We love the variety here, so we are here often because it's very fresh. It's great for cooking and just for eating salads and stuff.
I've been coming here 18 years. This is family and friends, and the customers who come make it all a wonderful day.
I like the diversity in the crowd. You have so many different ethnic backgrounds, and you have so much more variety of things that you can sell. You know, it's not just 2 or 3 main items. Each group wants something different, and it really helps our sales, you know, to have that kind of customer base. They should expect a lot of good produce. It's a diverse market. There's a little bit of everything. There's meats and, you know, cheeses and all that, and it's, you know, they should be well satisfied with what they find.
We specialize in summer lettuce. No one else can grow lettuce in the summer, and we've found a way to do it. And heirloom tomatoes. Well, I've been coming here for 20-some years. I think I started the second year the market opened and haven't missed a market since then.
My favorite food is watermelon.
Coming up on County Report this week, we'll show you the sights and sounds of the Gaithersburg Labor Day Parade when County Report this week continues.
Register now for fall semester classes at Montgomery College. There are plenty of classes to choose from. Register in person at any of our 3 campuses or online anytime, 24 hours a day. A grant from Wells Fargo will support MC's new entrepreneurship program for military vets. The grant makes it possible for 20 vets to develop their ideas for new businesses in the Kauffman Fast Track New Venture for Veteran Entrepreneur program offered by MC's Workforce Development and Continuing Education Department. Sign up for Montgomery College Alert today. Receive college closing, delay, and emergency information via text message and email. The service also sends important information about Montgomery County weather and traffic events.
As a precautionary measure and in response to the spread of the dog flu in Montgomery County, the county's recreation department has canceled its popular Pooch Pool Party scheduled for September 7th and 8th. While Animal Service Division officials confirmed there have been cases of the canine flu in the county, they believe that with precautions, such as dog owners limiting contact with dogs other than their own, the spread of the virus can be minimized. County officials recommend that dog owners contact their veterinarians with any concerns or questions. The Centers for Disease Control and Protection indicates that this virus is not a threat to humans. The symptoms of this illness in dogs are cough, runny nose, and fever. However, a small proportion of dogs can develop severe disease. For more information about the virus, visit the CDC's website. Finally, the city of Gaithersburg celebrated Labor Day with its 75th annual parade. Thousands of people lined the streets for this popular event that features dance groups, antique cars, fire trucks, high school marching bands, equestrian units, community groups, politicians. Well, you get the idea.
I love seeing the crowd come out and to know that we're the largest parade in Montgomery County.
This year's parade was dedicated to the law enforcement community, and Kentland's resident Gil Price, who is chair of the Gaithersburg Police Foundation, served as the parade's grand marshal.
This was really very flattering, and it's something that I'll never forget. It was interesting to me to see how many kids there were along the parade line and how people just kind of would applaud and say thank you for being the Grand Marshal, and I wanted to thank them for just being here and and their sort of their patriotic support of the parade.
Here's another fun fact. Organizers tell us that over the 75 years the city has hosted the Labor Day Parade, it has never rained out. As you can see, the sun was certainly shining down on the event this year. Well, that does it for this edition of County Report this week. Remember, we want to hear from you, and we invite you to join the opinion forum at engage.montgomerycountymd.gov. We'd also like you to like us on Facebook. Join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonya Burke. Thank you for watching.